My name is Olivia Clementine, and this is Love and Liberation. Today our guest is Ida Pedanda Gede Putra Watulumbang Manuaba, also known as Ida Pedanda Watulumbang. Thanks to my friend Nade Swastika, I was able to spend time with him and his village as they went through a traditional Balinese village cremation. Through that, I met Ida Pedanda Watulumbang, a high priest who was conducting the cremation ceremony. Today we meet at his house and learn about his path to becoming a priest and some of the spiritual beliefs and practices in the Balinese Hindu tradition. What is your full name?
Well, my name is Ida Pedanda Gede Putra Watulumbang Manuaba. Very long names.
You were telling me before a little bit, but how did you enter into this role?
I have 3 jobs to become a priest. I'm working in the hotel, and after that, I'm become a chief of the whole village here. And then, third is I'm also what we call it assisting the ceremony. Yeah. I'm doing it for about 12 years. But why I'm decided being and choose this profession now because from my predecessor, which I have to do it. I have to follow it and I have to do it. I'm the youngest in the family, but I don't know why the youngest has become a priest. That is actually the journey. This is my life journey. So I'm blessing. I've been blessing on 217, which is almost 7.5 years now, when I was 47 years old. The role is actually people can do blessing after 40 years, and I was blessed on 47 years old. So that basically why I choose this profession now, become a priest. But not an easy job actually. It's a very complicated, I cannot go around as I like because this is, we call it sasana. Being a pandita, a priest in Bali, I have a rule which I cannot go like traveling as what I like it, like go to the market myself. I cannot. For me, if people are ready to be a priest, they have to stay home, do puja, and people requested to do puja, and I have to go and pick it up by the people, come to their house to conduct the ceremony.
So when you turned 47 and you took on this role, did you have training?
People entering to be a priest. First of all, in my family role, I have to follow, we call it walaka. Like my sons, today you see him there, to join and conducting the procession, we call it walaka, which is the first step before become a priest. They have to know step-by-step operation, all those ceremony, like temple ceremony, cremation ceremony, so they learn it. They also learn little puja, because there are separate puja, special puja for the high priest, and then for him, he only can do just several puja, cannot do the highest puja, like that.
So, like, what would be considered high puja? What are those?
The high puja, like today cremation, my son cannot conduct because this is a complicated process, which can be done only the priest. People who would like to be a priest, they have to learn first the basic. Yeah.
Will your son become a priest after you?
I don't know.
So how does
We never know,
you never know.
No.
Yeah.
Many people, they plan themselves, I'm going to be a priest, and the end, no.
Yeah.
For me and my wife, I tried away from the home last time. That's why I build a house here and I buy a house here, because I have my brother, 6 brother at home. I assume that one of them probably will become a priest. Eventually not,
In general, like what are the things that you support people with?
Well, in general, I support people for cremation ceremony, temple ceremony, and then also what we call it the ceremony for the earth. We call it butayannya, and then human being ceremony from the pregnant ceremony, pregnant and become born baby. So after that, 1.5 years ceremony baby. And after that, the kids become a teenager, and then from the teenager to filing ceremony, and then married, wedding ceremony. That's the human being ceremony. Yeah. And then the last ceremony is actually, we call it the ceremony for the nature. We call it charu. Char is called means harmony. The ceremony for the harmony of the nature. Being a priest in Bali, we have to know a few things first. We have to learn. First is we have to be able to dance, and we have to do a gamala. We have to sing, which is a Sanskrit song that you heard just now from the cremation. We have to do that, and then healer. Why we have to do the holy song? Because of the puja. And the healer, why we have to do that? Because people will come to my house to find the solution of their problem.
Maybe we could get into some of the ritual items you have. And well, first of all, you wear white clothes.
White is actually, it's a symbol of the holy, white color. And I'm using the black color because as a human being, we cannot totally 100% perfect or right. In my life, even though I'm being a priest, I also made a mistake. This is the symbol. Black is actually symbol people made a mistake. The other accessories, this is actually a special accessories. And the ganitri and this. And when we are wearing this, the capacity of the priest is called Paramashiva, which is, we cannot upset when we are conducting the ceremony. We have to be very cool, very quiet.
And how about the flower around your head?
That's, we call it Karawista. Karawista came from the three words, Karo, We, and Ista. Calm, life, way is actually water. The water is came and go down and go to the puja. Right.
So that's that represents the water.
Yeah.
And the flower?
Yeah. And the flower is actually a symbol of what we call it, kebijaksanaan we call. Yeah, wise.
So like wisdom, water.
Wisdom. Yeah. This is yoga. The water is came from here. We call it ampru, and then it is came up, and go here, and down here, and goes to the tirtha. That is actually on daily basis we are doing that. So our focus, our concentration is actually here when we are doing a tirtha, holy water. The holy water is came from here and up, down here. We use a karawista because the way is water. Here is the water flow down. Go to.
How does it come up?
At the back there is three. In the yoga we call it Ida, Pingala, Sumna. They are coming up from the Ida. Okay. Up and down.
So when you're sitting there doing the puja and you have the flower here, your attention is here on your heart?
Yeah, attention is here and also here. This is the third eye. So
I guess we can't go through all of your instruments, your bell, you have the candle, the
candle,
vajra.
This is actually some symbol. The dupa, the incense, we call it symbol of Chandra. Chandra is month. And then the light is symbol of sun. And what we call that, the one which is stand up in front of me, that is the complete of Omkara, we call. When I came to south of India 8 years ago, so I saw one of the priests there, and when they saw this, they said that 5,000 years ago in India, the priest is using this tool. They do not use it anymore. That's why he was kind of shocked to see how Hindu priests in Bali are doing it every day.
So in Bali, you've kept the tradition.
Keep the tradition, yeah.
Yeah, and where do you find these? Are they made in Bali?
They made in Bali and also in Java. This is for the holy water. And this one is for the incense stick. This is the symbolic of the sun.
You light the candle.
Yeah, candle.
So beautiful. And then you cover them with a lid.
Yeah.
And that has the images of deities on it?
Yeah.
Would you want to bring us through all the main points in the cremation process?
Yeah. Well, as I said that the body is actually came from the five element. So inside the body there is a soul. So when people die, they are doing first process, we call it to return the five elements to nature, where they're supposed to go, to their basic places, right? Why they transfer it to the motherland? Because the motherland is having complete five element. And then the second process, which we are doing it today, is actually process the soul. This is actually the process of purification to make them able to reach we call it Sataloka.
Heavens or
heaven or whatever, yeah.
realm?
Yeah. Today, the ceremony is actually not the big ceremony in Bali. This is actually medium cremation ceremony. If they are doing a big ceremony, are they guaranteed to go to the heaven? No. Again, it is karma. The ceremony belief in Bali that smallest, biggest, medium or bigger ceremony in Bali, it is not guaranteed that they can reach the heaven, or we call it sorga. It is all about karma. Ceremony is only to quickly the soul reach the place where they're supposed to go. This is the procession is actually a purification of the soul. People in Bali, especially Hindu in Bali, they are very believe that what they are doing now is actually because of the last karma. We always have to do like a daily correction of doing a good thing on our life. Even though at the end we receive a bad thing, but still we have to keep doing the good thing. For me, even though I'm being a priest now, it's not guaranteed that I'm always having a good thing in my life now. But the bad thing in my life, I use it as a teacher to make me what we call that able to move on, become a good thing. Because being a priest, if someone screaming at me, I cannot answer it. I have to keep it quiet. I have to what we call that swallow it all inside.
Yeah.
That is difficult. If I answer it, I made a mistake. When people die, and before the procession is started, they call it preta in Bali. When the body is cleansed, after cleansed, they call it pitara, change. And today, they already call those as Dewa Pitara. There are a lot of steps now. Every ceremony change the position of the people who die. Like first, before the process is they call preta, and after process, the yards, and then move up to the what we call the house. We call it pitara, and then after the priest come at the cemetery, and they call it Dewa Pitara. And tomorrow, at the sea, they already changed the name, become Yang Dewa Pitara. All about the energy and to transfer the energy to them using the holy water and all this thing.
So you're moving their energy to a higher realm.
Yeah.
So then they'll bring some of the ocean water.
Ocean water, with like symbolists of the respective, what we
Yeah.
call that?
The body,
Body,
the essence of
yeah.
their
And
loved
then
one.
they're gonna bring it back home and then do a little procession and then put it inside, like symbolists. That is their place now.
And then what happens? So like their place is in their home temple.
Yeah.
And then what happens with that person now? The person that's represented by this symbol.
Well, actually, they are not every day at the temple. If we are talking about soul, yeah,
Yeah.
soul will come back to do their respective karma. But in every 6 months, we have a temple ceremony in respective house. There, we call them and come and stay only for a couple days. And then after that, we do a procession of returning them back. Like that.
Every 6 months.
Every 6
And
months.
then like all your ancestors every 6
All
months.
ancestor we call.
And in your own temple every 6 months, your personal temple.
Yeah.
And does a priest come to your house?
It's depend on how big is the ceremony. If it's the small ceremony, the second priest will conduct it. We call it mangku. The higher ceremony should be conducted by top priest. We call it pandita.
So also I was curious about death. And so in Balinese culture, are people afraid of death? I don't see much crying at the cremations.
Where? This?
Yeah.
Because this is the cremation that you can see only the symbolic. When they are die and then the family are crying. Why we afraid of die? Because this is actually a circulation, right? If there is a born, there is a life and then die. Why do we have to be afraid of die? For me, I'm not afraid of die.
Yeah.
This is very important during the life. We really have to learn why we are alive and after life, what we are doing, and after that, where are we going to go? If we learn these three things, we don't have to be afraid of die. Who am I? Why I'm here? And then after here, where I have to go? See?
Yeah.
We don't have, for me, I don't have to be scared of die. Though if I have a big house or I have a lot of things to live, we are not going to bring it there.
It's true.
This is only for temporary, right? No need to be afraid.
Yeah. What is your experience of when you think of who I am and why I'm here and where I'm going? What do you think?
For example, like me, myself, who I am. I am is those who are actually a kind of soul that come to the earth to do karma. That's not who I am now. And what should I do here now in the current life? Oh, I'm here, I have to do a good thing to be back there. And hopefully not come back again. I have to do a very, very good thing in my life if we can. It's depend on how karma is. But still, even though, like I said, in our daily life, not all people are like us. Some probably they do not like, even though we are doing a good thing. But keep doing a good karma. Keep doing a good karma. That is for our future. For me, my purpose is I don't want to come back again to do reincarnation. For me, I think I will come back, but I trying not to come back.
So just more pujas,
More
more reparations and things.
Every day I do a kind of yoga because every day I always burn all my negative karma inside. But every day I do it.
Is it physical yoga or sitting yoga?
Sitting yoga.
Yeah, I wonder too, will you share what does a pandita do every day in terms of spiritual practice?
As I said, first, it's a yoga. Because at the beginning, they are doing yoga for himself. They are trying to absorb the energy of sun in the morning, energy of nature, And after that, they are trying to burn, all those negative influence inside, karma and all this thing. We call it three Geni. Geni is fire, And 3 is 3. We are using 3 Gede, 3 fire, which is from the heart. We move this to here, out this in the middle, and take this from the bottom up at the bottom. And then after that, this is white color fire, and then this is red color fire, and this is like dark color fire. And so we combine it, mix it, become what we call it. Okay, after that, we mop it down. From there, we concentrate to burn all those negative things in the body. And after burn, and then we focus it on putting down the water. So the water is came down here. Here we call it Ongkara Sumungsang, we call. They processes all the holy water here and then down to the body. So after that, the second step is take down the energy, white energy from the top. I don't know in English. And then we focus it and then put it out to make our body, our energy, shining every day.
Wow, so those 3 steps.
This is very important.
How long does that take you in the morning to do?
10 minutes. Sometimes, if I do it quickly, 5 minutes. But sometimes if I feel it very, what we call that?
Like heavy?
I don't want to stop it.
Yeah.
Because I feel it like, oh, this is the energy. This is the energy, something like that.
Yeah, you need more.
Need more. Yeah. Especially like when I'm putting down the white energy, I feel like, oh.
You really need it.
I really need it.
Yeah. And then after that, do you go into puja?
Yeah, and after that, I go to make the holy water, puja for the holy water. And then after finishing to make the holy water, and then, we call it Surya Sewana in the morning. Morning puja called Surya Sewana. Surya means the sun, and Sewana means I am the servant of the Surya in the morning. And then how the priest is spreading the energy of Surya, the suns in the morning, to burn the negative energy in the nature, like that.